Hello, my name is Kendra Simcox and I am the CEO here at Alpha Mind Technology. Our mission is simple yet bold. We look to enable every user with a powerful device to achieve powerful results. I am here today with the company's co-managers to discuss our findings from quarter three. Let's dive in. And here's Colin.
Thank you, Kendra. My name is Colin Cassette and I'm VP of Marketing. This past quarter, we decided to make some changes. Starting off with the Alpha Pro, we didn't make any changes to the computer itself, but we did change the selling price to $4,400 with no rebate. We decided to do this due to competitor prices and our price judgment score was 100. We ended up with a total cost of $2,051, which ended up in a profit of $2,349, which was an improvement from last quarter. Off to the Alpha 2. As you can notice, the name change, we did decide to make some upgrades to the computer itself, which is why we changed the name. We decided to change the screen to a bigger screen, which was a 19-inch, and then we also changed the computing power to mid-range. We did this based off the feedback we received from the consumers and what our competitors did. We also raised the price for this to a selling price of $2,700 with a rebate of $200, which only 50% of our sold units used the rebate. Our total cost per unit ended up being $2,348, and we ended up making a profit of $252, which is also an improvement from last quarter, since last quarter we lost money on the Alpha 1. Now with advertising, we had a bigger budget this time, so we wanted to take advantage of that. We placed our ads way more. We made 8 placements. We also had to update the Alpha 2 ad due to the fact that we upgraded the computer itself. So as you can see, the Alpha 2 ad has been updated. We ended up spending $120,000 roughly this quarter on advertisement, whereas last quarter we spent just over $80,000. Thank you, and I'm going to pass it off to Kendra, who's the VP of Sales.
Thank you, Colin. As you know, I'm Kendra Simcox, the CEO. I am also the VP in sales. And guess what? Our sales are just beginning to climb. The sales team has decided to hire 2 additional sales hires in quarter 3 to help serve our target markets in our Chicago sales location. We now have 3 sales staff specifically focused on serving Mercedes, 2 sales staff specifically focused on serving Workhorse, and 1 sales staff specifically focused on providing services for our clients. Now, our staff here was able to generate a whole $1.1 million in sales in quarter 3 alone. That's a 113% increase in revenue from last quarter. Another huge accomplishment for our sales team is that we did not lose any profits from either of our products, as both the Alpha Pro and the Alpha 2 had profitability of just under $400,000 and just under $200,000 respectively this quarter. Because we were able to produce more products, we were able to save money through our cost of goods sold, as it decreased by about 9.5% from last quarter. During our quarter 3 decisions, we overprojected what our demand would be, even though this may be negative somewhere else. For the sales team specifically, this has brought a positive outcome for our sales team because we had zero stockouts during the quarter, meaning we will not have any ill will in quarter 4 like we did this quarter. The demand is definitely down for our products, with a portion of the reason being due to the ill will generated from last quarter's stockouts. Another reason why our demand went down, as Colin mentioned, is because we only chose to modify our current brands instead of creating new brands to offer our market. We plan to up our game next quarter by introducing new brands to our markets, not only in Chicago, but also through our brand new sales office and web sales center. That's right. Our expenses were a little high this quarter from the sales team, about $590,000, because we have chosen to open up a new sales center in Shanghai and a new web sales center based from our headquarters here in Chicago. Those will be set up and ready to run next quarter, in quarter 4, and we here at the sales team, we see our potential to generate more demand, and we're excited to take on Q4. Once the new sales office opens, we'll have new sales hires that will receive exceptional training that will prepare them to take on our target market. The sales team is confident for the future and is looking forward to what the marketing team has to bring this next quarter. And with that, I will pass it on to Daniel.
Thank you, Kendra. My name is Daniel Zaharchik, and I'm the VP of Human Resources here at AlphaMind Technologies. Here we want our employees to be happy and we want them to be productive. So in the previous quarter, we did increase our sales employees. We gave them health benefits. We gave them full coverage on their health benefits, which they were very happy with. So we increased their productivity from 70.4% to 71.8%, which is always good. You want your employees to be more productive than they were prior. As well as for our production employees, we did give them full coverage on their health benefits as well, and gave them $1,000 increase in their annual salary, which increased their employee productivity from 68.8% to 71.1%, which is a huge jump. So we want to always reward our employees for their hard work. We want them to remain happy, and we want them to be productive. So that we have Allison in manufacturing.
Thank you, Daniel. Hello, everyone. My name is Allison Kinsler. I'm the Vice President of Manufacturing here at AlphaMind Technology. Today, I would like to share with you a few results from the decisions we made in Q3. As you may recall, in Q2, actual demand was much higher than we projected it to be, which caused some major hiccups in production. We were unable to produce the amount of products our customers desired, and this caused ill will and therefore lost demand by roughly 27%. This was quite the upset to both our customers and our stakeholders, and us, quite frankly, and it is now our responsibility to make sure this never happens again. That is why in Q3, we projected demand to be roughly 800 units total and set our operating capacity at an effective 13 units a day. This was an overprojection as we generated a net demand of only 306 units. We utilized only 42% of our capacity, meaning we had 58% in excess capacity, which was charged to our overhead at a total cost of $334,128. As well as excess capacity, we have ending inventory totaling 50 units. So the next step is for us to decide whether or not we want to discontinue both brands and sell them as scrap, or do we want to sell it at their salvage price and recognize the cash in the following quarter. It is something we have to come together as a team, and just decide what's best for our company. Due to the fact we were able to produce more products than in Q2, we saw a huge decline in production costs by roughly 50%, which was super exciting for us. And with the increase in demand we expect to see, this number should continue to fall as long as we're able to produce. So that's good news. And then we have invested in more fixed capacity for a total of 50 units a day that we can access in Q4. We thought this was necessary to purchase this fixed capacity as we have expanded our sales channels into Shanghai and then opened up a web sales center on top of the Chicago sales channel that we already possess. So we just expect that demand will continue to increase. So we thought it was pretty vital to purchase more fixed capacity so we're not having stockouts for our customers. To close the manufacturing side of the business, I just want to reassure our stakeholders that we are continuously growing. And even though we did, bear those costs for excess capacity, it's still better than having stockouts. And we will continue to analyze the trends, our competitors, and our market research to better close that gap between our projections and actual demand, resulting in a more profitable business. So with that, here is Fung to go over our financial statements for the quarter. Thank you.
Thank you, Allison. My name is Fung, and I am Financing and Accounting Manager. Let's take a look in the cash flow statement. In this quarter, we have double revenue come from selling Alpha 2 and Alpha Pro in the market. We decided to pay for advertising expense focused on Alpha 2, which was modified from Alpha 1. We also decided to open a new sales office in Shanghai and a new web sales center. In this quarter, we incurred a major cost due to excess capacity. To well repair for the next quarter operating expense, we decided not deposit in a 3-month certificate. And at the end of the third quarter, we have a cash balance is $1.4 million. And let's move on to the income statement. As I mentioned, in this quarter, we have a double revenue from selling our products. And we keep the total cost of goods sold is lower than the last quarter. And therefore, we have a significant gross profit. However, we pay for more spend in advertising and the new investment in the sales office and web sales center. So at the end of the third quarter, we temporarily has an operating loss about $700,000. Therefore, our earnings per share decreased $7. And let's take a look at the balance sheet. In the third quarter, we have 1 million more common stock from our executive team. And we don't make any loans until now. About the current assets, we have a lower cash balance compared to the second quarter. However, we increased the finished goods inventory due to overestimate demand. And for long-term assets, the new investment in the new sales office and web sales center cost about $600,000. So in total assets at the end of third quarter, we have $2.6 million. And after me, Daniel will do some SWOT analysis for Alphamine Technology.
Thank you, Fung. So here we have the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. A big strength for us this past quarter was that we didn't have any stockouts, which was a big focus for us that we wanted to improve on, and we did just that. Also, another thing for us is that our employee productivity improved, which is a big plus for us. Some weaknesses that we have is that we didn't generate enough demand as much as we wanted. We anticipated our demand to be a lot higher, and that was not the case. So that was a big weakness for us. We did fairly poor in that category. Opportunities we have is to attack the traveler market as always. That is always going to be there for us to grow and expand in our demand, as well as other geographical markets. Also improving our marketing strategies, increase our marketing to increase awareness for our products. And then threats for us is that we are pretty low in the market share now. Our competitors are above us in that category. They are controlling the market more than we are. So that is a threat. Also, we did change one of our products. We changed the name and a few components to it. So that might be a threat that might turn off a few customers. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it is generating more demand rather than taking demand away. And with that, we have Kendra to finish things off.
Awesome. Thank you, Daniel. And thank you to all the co-managers that are hard at work here at Alphamine Technology. And thank you to the board of directors for continuously supporting us. There will be a lot happening in quarter 4, and we look forward to sharing all of our decisions with you. Thank you.